Alright, welcome back. I think it's time for you to go in the loft with everyone else. I think I might put a cockbird up in here first and see if he's a male or a female. It's going to be very interesting. I think he's ready. Now we need to pick one of these cockbirds, which is the biggest show-off. Now, I think it's going to be you. I think you're the biggest show-off. Either you or one of those little icy blues. But let's try with you and just see. I basically just want to see if this one's a male or a female. Hopefully if it is a female, he'll be crawling and trying to, you know, chase it around and impress him, show off everything. So yeah, we'll see. If it's a male, he'll probably just try and attack it. So that's going to give us a pretty good idea of what we're dealing with here. Basically, because I want to get a pair for this one, get him a mate. If you know, male or female, we can get it for it, and hopefully we can breed a couple of more, and then later on we can move them into their own kit box type thing. The main reason I'm thinking about keeping this guy is the fact that I hear a lot of stories that people use them to train with their young birds, to get their young birds to fly up really high, and also to keep their young birds up for a very long time. The only other thing that I'm concerned about is I don't know how quick these guys can fly, but we'll see. They might not be able to keep up with young birds, but we're going to test that theory if we can break him in. So let's get ourselves you. Are you going to help us? I think you will. Let's do it. Not much is happening. Maybe he's a bit shy. Maybe he's never seen a high flyer before. I would expect a little bit more action than this. No? Well, I can just leave you there for a second and see what happens. Yeah. Oh yeah, you guys look at the full belly on you guys, huh? Now you don't even want to be friends with me now that you had a bit of food. But you know, you guys and me are going to become pretty good friends soon, because I'm going to hand raise you guys up and see how tame we can get you. So I'm going to make you, one of you is very tame anyway. If one of you guys turn out to be a barless, I'm going to keep you real tame, like we did with Cheeky and Raven, but probably a lot tamer than that, because we'll probably try and, you know, we'll probably train them to do some pretty cool things, but we'll try, we'll see. Hey? Oh, you want to be friends now, huh? Geez, you got some food in there, look at that. That's how they should be. Because at this age, basically, the parents just get the seed, eat it, take it straight to the babies, feed them, and then they'll come back and fill them up with water. So it's not much to it. You've only got to replicate that. But these guys are pretty cool. I might put them back in there, and hopefully we can get this high flyer sorted, because it seems pretty quiet in there. Let's see what they picked out. Looks like they picked out most of the safflower, which is really weird. They do really like it, but they ate a lot of food out of there, so I might actually top that back up again later. What's wrong? Come on, out you come. I'm still really just not overly sure with this guy, because you can see that like I do want to keep him, but he's still a little bit puffed up, and some of his poos are a little bit bright greenish. I'm still just a little bit unsure whether I want to bring him into this loft yet. I was actually pretty keen to do it yesterday, but then I left him in there overnight, and he's kind of like fluffing up a bit and kind of showing some little bit of sign of sickness. So I just don't know. Maybe I need to keep him aside for another week, maybe. I just don't know if I want to take that risk. You've been very noisy. I think I need to have a bit more of a think about this. Maybe I might set him back up in the box for another week, and I might just try and give him a little bit more medication that I've got. I've got a couple of tablets I might give him. He seems like he might be stressing a little bit. Or maybe that is the colour of the greenish colour poo. Don't know if you can see it, but there is some greener stuff there. Maybe just send me a comment, drop some comments down below, let me know what you think. Just for safety reasons, I think we might just put him back in there for a week. We might do that now. Just because I thought he was coming good. It's very, you know, when you bring in stray birds, you just don't know. I was just reading on the computer before that there's been a few cases of rotavirus in people's lofts. So I just don't know yet. I just, you know, I don't want to take a risk. He's a beautiful pigeon, but I think we need to make sure he's 100% before we bring him in here. He was looking good, but maybe he's been tricking me. He's very smart, this guy. So I might bring him back over there and just give him another week, and we'll give him a bit more medicine. So I'll just show you what I mean. Like, the poo is actually reasonably, that's the colour of it. It's a very greeny colour. I've never really seen that before. I don't assume it's just a high fly thing, but let me know. Drop some comments down below. I might have a bit of a look on the internet. I thought he was ready to go, but after seeing that, I'm a little bit concerned. So I might, yeah, just have a bit of a look on the internet and see if I can get some comments from you guys that are pretty experienced with getting high flyers and looking after them. So maybe just let me know. I'm pretty keen to break this guy in anyway and get him flying. So yeah, let me know. Let's get this going, and let's look after this bird. Most importantly, let's get him healthy. So basically, before I gave the high flyer a liquid form of wormer, but this time I'm going to give him this tablet form. These tablets are a bit rougher on the pigeons. They probably vomit and stuff like that, but it's very effective. So it was about 2 weeks ago I gave him that first round of the other stuff, so I'm going to give him this stuff this time and just try and get him 100%. It could be, I just don't know what it is, but we're going to take all precautions here, and then basically we're going to give him this little tablet, which is here. See this little tablet, we'll give him that, and then I've got these other tablets here which we probably could give him as well, which is basically a 4-in-1. It could be a whole bunch of things, but we just need to be careful. Maybe once that colour clears up in his poo, then maybe we can bring him in with the rest of the birds. I just don't want to take too much of a risk. So what I'll do, let's give him this little tablet now. Boy, I tell you what, for such a little bird, these things are very strong. It's surprising how strong these little things are. So this is basically what you're going to get. You're going to get some of this, mate. Hopefully this sorts you out, because you're a beautiful little pigeon. And we really want to get you in there with the other guys, but I just feel like you're not healing up as well. So I've got the little tablet here. Just going to put that in and make sure that he swallows it, because they have a tendency to spit it out. But this is going to be a bit rough on him. He might vomit, so we will have to keep an eye on this poor little fella. But he's a nice looking little pigeon though. I notice there's another little lice there too. There must be another one that's hiding, so I'll just give him another quick little spray too. We'll just keep on top of these little lice. This stuff's pretty good. It's like a trace thing too. The trace stays on the feathers. It actually doesn't take much of this spray, the particles, to actually get on top of those birds. So I might sit him in there for an hour, let that tablet dissolve, give him some water, help him wash it down, and then I'll give him a really big feed, and then tomorrow I might hit him with a couple more little bits and pieces I've got here. I just don't know. I don't know if he's stressing out or whatnot, but just drop some comments down below and let me know what that greeny colour poo looks like. This poo could have been on there for a while, but you know, I'm keen to get him in there, but I'm just going to make sure he's 100% this little guy. Look at him. He wants to fly. How many hours can you fly for it, you reckon? You're going to have to show us all soon, I think. Alright, you're going to have to go back in the little pen for a while. Sorry, but you're just not sorting yourself out as quick as I'd hoped. Your conditions definitely got better. You put a bit more weight on, but yeah, I think this little health bug that you might have might be a little bit longer than we thought, unfortunately.